Hi, welcome back. I'm so excited to show you guys my east shore and what's on the other side of this tube today. So let's just hop on in and find out. So I installed this probably about 5 or 6 months ago when I discovered these rocks and platforms that were behind the island because I just thought to myself I can't leave them bare and unused when I could add such a fun little feature. So here I added a few things to make this back area feel playful and mysterious and give it that kind of forgotten ruins look. And so I added in a mossy lamp and a pine tree and a cave and a little stool to sit on. So while you're here, you can take pictures and you can also just sit and admire the landscape and stare out at the water as it washes up onto shore. So we're popping back over here and we're gonna start exploring the East Shore now. This is probably the thing that took me the longest to build because it's so fun but also very diverse in what I chose to add. I had a really hard time figuring out what to do with it because like I've said in my previous videos, I don't like leaving the shoreline bare. But it was also really hard to match the elements and themes of my island to the shoreline and keep it interesting. So here we're going to cross over at the mossy waterfall, the kind of cascading, swampish marsh area that I've spoken about previously. This was really fun to put together. It reminds me of a pond that was near my house growing up that was always filled with ducks and tall grasses, and it was a really cute and fun place to go when I was little. We would walk down from my house and feed the ducks, which I know you're not supposed to do now, but didn't know at the time. But we would bring like the ends of bread loaves and use that to feed the ducks, and they would come up and swarm, and to this day they're still there and they've grown in numbers, and it's so funny to see them because they've kind of become domesticated in the sense that when people come up to them they swarm looking for food as opposed to being afraid and staying away, which it's a cute feature of my neighborhood, and this brings that to life on my island. So we're gonna go back here and say hello to my little gnome that's guarding my mysterious rose garden there. And we're gonna come and explore this back pirate cove. I like to think of this as Gulliver's landing spot. Because he doesn't wash up on my shore very often, but when he does, it's always funny to see him dressed up in a pirate costume. Pardon my yawn, it's still early in the morning for me. But I wanted this to be his little tribute so he can have a piece of home when he is washed up ashore. And it gives him a spot to hang out while he waits for his crew to come and pick him up. I found all these different pirate pieces at different islands that I visited because I use the dodo codes of certain Twitch streamers to go and collect items that you can't typically find. I do that especially when I have an idea in mind for what I want to build on the island and don't want to wait to try and collect those pieces over time. I just want to go and gather them all at once. So I am going to link my favorite Twitch streams for you guys down below in the description because that's my most recommended thing to do if you have an idea of what you want to build on your island, especially for really niche little spots like this cove here. It also gave me a really cute spot to put that dingy yacht because I have further down on the coastline you'll see I've set up a marina with all the different boats, but that one was a little bit too banged up to feature there, so this gave me an alternative for where to put it. So now we're walking down along the shore. This is right across from the marsh, and this is what I have named the Golden Arowana Sushi Bar. And I set this up because I adore sushi. It's my favorite food. I get all you can eat sushi every year on my birthday as a little uh, birthday tradition with myself. And I particularly love sashimi, and since such a big part of the game is fishing to fill the Critterpedia, I felt like this was a really cute tribute to that. It was also inspired by the golden arowana statue, or yeah, I guess you could say it's a statue, an ornament, that I feature in front of this custom sign here to the left that you can see. As we go towards it, you'll be able to see the fish that I'm talking about. It inspired this whole little spot. See right there in front of the sign. And it felt like the themes of this sushi slash sashimi bar matched the themes of the marsh, and it complemented it nicely. And it feels almost like an extension of that. And as we go farther down, you'll see where I procure the fish to use at the sushi bar. Here we're entering into my flower garden. This particular patch in the back, I know it's not flowers, it's pumpkins. But I planted those ahead of October so that I could make all of the recipes for Halloween to decorate my island, which I did so, and I have pictures of. Um, but I really this the whole portion here, it's like my flower farm is what I call it, and it's where I have bred all of the different hybrid flowers to fill up my log of which hybrids I have acquired, because they have sprouted sporadically around the island, but I didn't put any effort into that. And here I really focused on cultivating and creating those hybrids so that it felt more personal, and I could fill up my catalog, which I have on my phone through an app, which I will also link below because I use it for everything. If you really like to document what you've acquired on your island, this app is perfect for you, and it also allows you to support another small creator who developed the app. I use it all the time. It's allowed me to track my hybrid flowers, my gyroids, my villagers, the people or villagers that I've decorated Happy Home Paradise homes for. And yeah, since there's so much going on in this game, it really helps to keep everything organized. Now here we've come down to the marina that I was speaking about earlier. I've got some custom designs that I used for the planks and staircase here that I use exclusively in this area for the marina to make it feel really special. And I've also lined it with ropes on the side, rope fencing. Here we have Captain hanging out in his boat. I don't often go on boat rides anymore. I used to every single day when I was still really collecting all of the things that I wanted, especially when it came to the glowing moss recipes and vine recipes. That was my go-to there. So here I have another Torii that showcases the entryway to what I have created as a fish market. And I also have a little sign to the left that says that you should use your camera when walking through here in first person view because it really heightens the experience. And as I've said in previous videos, I really want to make this feel as detailed and personalized and unique and like user-friendly as I can. So when you walk through not only this marina and this fish market that I've created, but any portion of my island, it really allows you to see all of the details that I have incorporated into my island. But this fish market in particular is really cool to walk through, which I'll do in a different video in the future, where I'll do walkthroughs of my whole island in first person POV through my camera as opposed to a bird's eye view like we're doing here. And here is what I imagine is Captain's little house on the shore, which I created using a couple of walls and like shack looking pieces. And I've also given him a little boat. Besides his little motorboat, this is the fishing boat. And this giant blue tank on the back here that I imagine he uses as a sub pump or like a water storage system or filtration system or some kind of hydraulic use. And I've got a little anchor and a little AC unit, and this is also where I've planted another storage unit and another DIY bench here. And in the back, you can also see I have a large garbage can that I use to dispose of items or particularly flowers that I don't want to keep around or don't have any use for, because we're not going to get the capacity to store flowers until the update in January 2026, which I am so excited for. And I can't wait to see all the new features and show you guys where my creativity leads me. But that concludes the tour of the East Shore. I really hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.